not a day in my life. You know me, my dogs, they by my side. Now we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back.
Okay, Coach. Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Ready up.
53 is the mic. Rip left, rip left.
Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Not today. Let's go.
Hey, exit.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Houston.
50, plant.
53. You better bring it. You better bring it. You let me know right now. You better bring it.
On first down, they're going option left. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Okay, break.
53, Mike. Man, I got you.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready, 18, Gator.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Head up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now it's Miller. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. Got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Got it.
58 for Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
5.
McSorley from the shotgun. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big 30-yard play on third. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
36 on travel.
Lamar Miller. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
No, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, check 24.
Now it's Hines. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Zach Cunningham on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
12. Let's see what you got. Mike 41. I got it.
Alpha.
41's coming. 41's a Mike. No chance.
41 Mike.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Jones on the return. Able to slither by. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
On third down, it's McSorley. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Strip that ball.
Hit it.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down now. It's Miller. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, orbit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel, as he pin him back deep here with his first punt. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
It's now third down and 6.
Check out. Watch the 27.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Come on.
Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike.
From the gun, here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2-for-1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
I got you, son. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. So we got man.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, check.
41 Mike. Come off the ball. Come on. Mike 41.
Here's Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
80 weapons. Ready.
McSorley, 1st and 10. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop that steam going.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Right there. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Get it.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Down. 30 base. We ain't giving a network yet.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
To try again after the sack. Luck eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 55 is mine, guys, 55. I got you, son. I got you. You're on.
A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Blue down. Sponge. No.
Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Kill.
Protein spill. Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play.
Ready, ready. 10 over.
58, right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ready, ready.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line it. 15 line it.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check nine. Man left.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he rifles one incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Max Sharping, the guilty party, second-round pick from Northern Illinois. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Luck throwing on target to Campbell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 50. Clock.
Luck throwing again. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Lonnie Johnson, the rookie out of Kentucky. 20, 10, 5, and it's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
11Z.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Now a first down throw. Luck being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
41's mic. Rabbit.
Luck now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 13.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
12. Buzz.
Mike 41. 41's coming. 41's a mic.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Here's Luck. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Cut. Check 24, check 24.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get your swerve on. 49, check 49, check 49.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Houston, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be the best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though.